Have you ever wondered why so many small YouTubers quietly give up? And they go underground and they're never seen. They give up even before they see results. I'm here today to give you some pointers and also to encourage you not to give up, and also to keep to encourage you not to give up and keep on pushing. You'll see results. I go by the name Mwanzo Jules here on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this video will help you. Uh, in my few, like 2 years, I've been on YouTube for 2 years, but in my 2 years, I've learned a lot on YouTube. And I think I'm not an expert though, but I can give you hope, and I can give you also and I can encourage you to not give up and to always keep pushing, because I can use myself as an example. So here today, I am going to give you some few points that you can put, you can keep in mind when you're doing YouTube, so that you cannot give up easily. I know YouTube is not that easy, but when you do it consistently and you be patient, you will see results. Mine took 2 years to get monetized, and I thank God for the journey, because also it's about the journey, it's not but about the results. It seems like it's more about the results, but also the journey teaches you a lot. So today, let me share with you why many small YouTubers quietly give up and disappear. One of the reasons that I can say, it's many people have unrealistic expectations on YouTube. When I knew about YouTube, I said I was like a consumer. I was a watcher who was just watching. Then I came to a video where someone said the YouTube pays everything. The person travels, and she doesn't have any other job, and it pays everything. So if I got into YouTube because of that, I can say I did that. But now, if that was the point that I started YouTube, I could have given up for by now, because I'm not I don't know the journey of that person, but I'm just seeing the results. The results being, she's traveling the world with YouTube, and it's paying her a lot of money. So if I started YouTube like that, it's unrealistic expectation, because I don't know how many years or how hard the person has worked, but I want it to happen to me like that. It doesn't matter how long. Sometimes when we see the results of people, or when you see, I'm saying it because I think it's a human nature. When you see someone driving a big car, someone doing something, you don't know the person, but now you one day I'll have a car like that person. And sometimes you don't know what that person went through to acquire the car, or how hard the person worked. So coming to YouTube, you have to take it as any other job. So you have to be patient with it, because someone said, on jobs we can persevere to work for 40 years, but a business, if they tell you just give it 6 months or 1 year, we give up even before we see results. But in a job where we are frustrated, where we have to work under someone, we can do that for 40 years without complaint, because we know we are working we are working towards a payday. But now, become on a business, if we take that commitment as a job, we will see results. So many people, when they come on YouTube, I know I said I started my YouTube channel because some things I have already said that more than once. And also I was just preparing myself, if anything happens, I'll have YouTube to do. But also I was aiming, I want one day to be like this girl who is traveling the world because of YouTube. And also, I'm not like that person. I love my money, and I love the money I've worked for. It's sweet. You feel like you deserve it, you see. So I always like to put in the work, so that I can see the results. That's why mine took a longer time, and also I was not that consistent. And yeah, so when you come to YouTube, don't come with the unrealistic expectations. Many people come here, come and start YouTube because they know it's quick success. like that. You start and you become successful. It does not work like that. It doesn't work like that. So you have to be patient with it. And also, social media makes things like social media makes maybe like YouTube and other platforms seems like the growth is so fast. It makes you think the growth will be fast. It doesn't work like that. It might for other people, but it will not be the same. If we had like a level where we can say it works for everyone the same, we could say like that, but it happens different for everyone. Because I said mine took 2 years, another one might start to YouTube today and get monetized immediately, another one like that, but it's different. So when you come on YouTube, just take it as a business and know that when you put in the work, it will work out. Most of the people don't realize that some creators that we watch, it took them years to be where they are. That's why I said some of us get in YouTube or on YouTube because we see this person is traveling the world, so if I go in, I'll also travel the world. It doesn't work like that. The journey or the success of that person might have taken 5 years, 10 years, you don't know. So when you come and start when I start immediately, maybe in the second year, I'll be traveling, I'll own a big house, a land, it will discourage you. So when you come in, just come with an open mind, and also give yourself time to grow. And sometimes many people monetize. Many people think monetization is the end. I'm telling you, monetization is the first step to success, yes. But after monetization, you don't earn a lot. I can say people in Africa, I can say people in Africa, or I can say people from Kenya, we don't earn a lot of money on YouTube through our videos. So you have to put in the work. So even if you are monetized, you cannot just relax saying, because I'm monetized, I'll just earn. You have to work harder now, because now I can say I have something to work for. The other time I was just working towards monetization. Now I'm monetized. Let me now work for the success, and be patient with everything you do. Another point that I can say, at the first point, I say unrealistic expectation when you come on YouTube, when you start YouTube. Another point I can say is burnout from doing everything alone. Burnout, I mean, filming, you are the one filming, you are the one, maybe for those who do scripts. I don't do scripts, but I plan on my head, on my mind, I know I have to do the video that will start like this. But others, they plan like that, then they put it down like scripting. So you have to script, you have to film, you have to edit, you have to do the thumbnail, you have to do the title. It's a lot of work, and if you are not patient, you'll just give up, because it's a lot of work. You're the same person filming, you're the same person scripting, you're the same person doing the thumbnail, and also editing takes a lot of time. That's where I said filming might be easy, but now when it comes to editing, you might be hearing people saying, I have a lot of content or footages, or a lot of videos, but I don't have, I'm just tired to edit. Editing takes time, and it's so exhausting. You can edit a video that is 1 hour in 6 hours or in 3 hours. It takes a lot of time, and some people, that is the time they don't have. And another point, under the same burnout, getting burnout because you are doing everything alone, it's when you're doing a 9-to-5 job, as I'm doing. Remember, this job, you have to be there full time, because as for me, I'm taking YouTube as part-time, because I have a full-time job, which is 9-to-5. So if you're doing 9-to-5, you come at your house, you are so exhausted. You have to film, you have to edit, you have to do a thumbnail. It's a lot of work. If you are not disciplined, you will just do it for 2 days and then give up, because it's a lot of work and you need rest. That's why I said, when you're starting, you will not notice this, or you will see it's difficult. But what I can tell you from my experience, starting is very difficult. But when you have started going, Even if it's slowly, even if you decide to do one video a week, that's progress. So what I have learned is I is doing a lot of content. Then when I feel like I'm so exhausted, I take a break. In a previous video, I think last week, I did a video and said that I was sick, and in that week that I was sick, I never filmed a video, and I had been having videos for 2 weeks, so they were just going up. So planning, it will reduce the burnout. But now when you're starting, you don't know about that, because it's like you feel like you don't have a lot of content to put out. It's a lot of work, you're filming, you're editing, it will make you give up. But I can tell you, please don't give up. Just try your best, even if it's a 15-minute video. Just try, put there a video, even if the 15-minute video is once a week. If you edit a 10-minute, try even 10 minutes video, at least 10 minutes once a week. And when you get confident, like many people start YouTube when they're not confident, because it's like try and error. So but when you do that 10 minutes a week, like per week, a video, you'll find it will become much easier. And now you'll start like putting even 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week. Many people, other people do like, and they put videos daily, you see. But they always say 1,000 steps, or I don't know how I will paraphrase it, but 1,000 miles starts with a single step, something like that. So start small, but don't give up. Also, there's constant the second point, feeling burnout. There's a constant pressure to always be creative, so it's draining mentally. So you can, I don't know, but you can plan, you can decide to script yourself. If you're starting, if you can script yourself, that's okay. But if you can do it mentally, but you will get tired, it's tiresome. That one, I know everyone experiences it, because it takes a lot. You need to be creative. If you're not creative, you feel like I'm doing something wrong, you doubt yourself. But I just want to tell you, if you can't script the titles you want, maybe you can start with the titles, and then under each title you can say, I want to do this in this title, like that. It will help you to feel like a little bit pressure is relieved, like you have been relieved of pressure. But it's really you have to put in the work. Don't like see the other person's, like other people's success, and then you want to be like them. I know we compare ourselves to others, yes, but don't, maybe let them be your motivation, but not like, I would just want to be like this person. You not, as I said, you don't know how long it took for that person to be where they are. So if you compare yourself with them, you will give up easily. Another point that affects small YouTubers and who like they quit or give up quietly is low views. Low views can affect someone when you're starting. I know it's like mentally or subconsciously, I don't know, but when you're starting, you just expect like, I'll have even 100 views. People don't know you are just starting, but we can't control that, because we feel like we need to have views because we have posted. And you know, this comes as problem, because we take a lot of time doing the video editing and everything, and then when you post, you find like you don't even have a view, or you have 1 or 2, even it's not 10. Then it demotivates you, and you feel like you start questioning yourself, like, maybe I'm a bad creator, maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe people don't like you. You'll feel that. But now just keep in mind, even when you're starting a business, first you have to create, I think you have to like, the customers will not start coming in like flowing in. They have to know this business. Okay, there's a business here, it's like, the business is about this, and it works like this, and it's always here, so that the people that can know you, if you do it consistently, they will know you, and then they start coming back to watch your videos. I can say I'm in 2 years of my YouTube channel, but I don't get like 1,000 views per video. Sometimes I get, not really many times, but It's not like 10 views, of course, but at least even when I see 100 views on my videos, I really feel happy, because I say that's progress. Small steps or small progress is good because it teaches you patience, and without patience you cannot achieve anything. So patience is key. Do it and be patient. And when you see small views, as I said, you might think maybe you are the bad creator, you are creating content that people don't watch, or people don't like you. Don't feel like that, but you will feel like that. But let it not make you quit that much, because as I've said, you have to be consistent so that people can know there's someone called Mwanzo Jules on YouTube. I'll be watching, and she posts maybe on a Sunday or twice a week or like that, so that they can know, you see. But don't feel like you have to give up, because I know taking time to do videos, editing and everything, it will mess you up when you post and you have put all the work and you see nothing. But keep on pushing. Another point, this is point number 4, I think. Point number 4, if I'm not wrong, it's lack of support. Lack of support, I mean from friends, from families, from maybe other creators, from from people in general. When I started YouTube, I did a research. Okay, one thing about me, before I start something, I always do research so that I can lower my expectation, because in life generally I've been putting more expectation on people that are close to me, and then most of them have been disappointing me. So recently, or not really recently, but since 2020, I've learned to lower my expectation, like in everything that I do. So I don't expect much. If it comes with the big, like a big reward, well and good. I had not expected that, but putting your expectations so high, it will really demotivate you. So lack of support from family and friends. Some people, I can tell you for free, when you're starting YouTube, if you can, please don't tell your friends, don't tell your family members, don't tell people that you have a YouTube channel. That's my thinking, and I think also there are some creators who say that you can tell your family if they are supportive, or a friend or friends who are supportive, you can tell them about it. But if you feel like they're not so supportive, maybe they will start laughing at you, they will not take you seriously, don't tell anyone, just do it. Doing something in silent and then the results comes out, it's better than telling people your plans and then it doesn't work out. So like, that's me talking. So like me, when I started, I just told my dad, let me say my parents, and then my siblings alone, and then the friend that I always talk about, and then 2 other friends who are living here but they shifted but are in the same place. So I can say in my YouTube channel, I only have like around maybe 10 or 11 people who I told, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube, like 10, 11, you see. Because when you start, okay, some people do this, like they start advertising themselves when they don't have content. I can say it might work for big YouTubers, because mostly small YouTubers are really demoralized, or people start mocking you, small YouTubers, so you'll feel out of place, or you feel maybe your content is not good. So what I can say, just do it, and you do it consistently, as I've said before. And then when you have become like, now you have the confidence, you have content, you put in with the work, you can now advertise yourself. But when you're starting, many people will discourage you, or many people, you'll tell someone to subscribe, they don't, and then you feel like they don't even care. Telling friends and families to subscribe on your YouTube, it's what kills many YouTube channels, because you are telling people to subscribe and they will not watch your channel. But those who choose to watch and subscribe, they will be coming back to watch. You see the difference? I can tell my parents, I told my parents, of course, my siblings, subscribe to my YouTube channels. My YouTube channel, they have, but mostly maybe they don't have data, so they don't watch. So I just have these subscribers, but who don't watch. But now, if you give it time and they come like this, the people subscribed by themselves, they'll be coming back to watch. And another thing, this thing that you have a YouTube channel very small, and then you start putting the links on WhatsApp, you put the links on Facebook, I don't know where. Just stop. According to me, I know I said I'm an introvert, and also being an introvert, I like doing things alone, not exposing myself a lot. So when you put on WhatsApp the links, those are your family, friends, and friends. Many people might click the link, go there and see, and then start laughing. Maybe they're your friends, they are making fun of you, and you are taking it serious. So it will make you feel like, why did I start this? Because they are like laughing at me. So stop putting links or telling people to. I know small growth. When you, I'm not saying that because mine took 2 years. But I'm saying you can start a YouTube channel today and you put in the work and don't tell anyone, and it just shoots up. Like the subscribers come by themselves and it shoots. There are a lot of content creators whose channels have done that. So I'm not just saying that because mine took 2 years. No, I'm saying that because you will have a lot of subscribers who will not be watching your content. And again, subscribers, it's easy to get in on YouTube than watch hours. And you know, when you are doing YouTube, you know you have to get 4,000 watch hours and then 1,000 subscribers. So if you tell a lot of people to subscribe, you get 1,000 subscribers already, which is the threshold. But the watch hours, you are like 50. You know, getting the watch hours is the difficult thing, because the watch hours are the people who are watching, but you have been telling people who will not watch your content to subscribe. Yes, you are now at 1,000 subscribers. Your hours are like, I'm not discouraging anyone, but that thing of telling people, I better have like 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers, because I know by the time I get to 4,000 watch hours, I'll have hit the 1,000 subscribers, and then I get monetized. That's why I did. I think for those who have been following me for some time, this year when I was about to get monetized, I was consistent daily, because I knew I was remaining with like 500 watch hours only. The subscribers were already like completed, so I was just waiting for watch hours, but it was like 500. So for the month that I was aiming at to get monetized, I was posting daily for a month, and it worked out. But now, if you have the maybe 1,000 subscribers and you have like 100 watch hours, when will you get the watch hours? It's really hard. And if you are not consistent, if you are posting one video a week, and then the video maybe is 10 minutes, when will you get the watch hours? So stop telling people to subscribe and put in the work. Better 5 people watch, and they watch the content, and you get the hours quickly, then the subscribers will just come by themselves. Yeah. Another point is why small YouTubers quit or give up quietly is financial pressure. Financial pressure, I can say, when you're starting, maybe you think you need equipment to start with, like the lightings, the tripod, maybe a camera, like maybe, let me just say lighting, tripod, camera, like that. I'm here to say this: start with what you have. Most people can afford a phone, most people cannot afford a camera. I said not once, I've been using a phone for a longer time before it started issues, and I'm still using a phone, but I bought another one, of course, but I'm still using a phone. So, you know, when you start a business, you need to invest in it. But now starting YouTube, you will not invest in it like immediately, but the only thing you can invest in it is making videos and posting. And you know, posting also is money, because you need data if you don't have Wi-Fi, and even if you have Wi-Fi, you have to be paying like monthly subscriptions. So that's a financial thing. What I can say, start with the phone. When I started, I'll be using myself as an example because it's easier. When I started, I just googled and saw like what I can use. They said a phone, a good lighting and everything. I've never bought a ring light, but I improved my bulb. So I had a very small bulb that was very dim. So because I knew I wanted to do content in my house, I bought a bigger bulb that is bright. You can see it's bright. This is a bulb. Another thing, I bought a very small tripod, a tabletop tripod, and I've been using that tripod until I got the 1,000 subscribers. When I went home, I was going with that tripod because I was putting it on top of things, like I could improvise. This tripod that I'm using right now, I bought in December. We are in May, so I bought in December. So imagine for like 2 years I've been using the small tripod, and it costed it, like I think it was 450 shillings. That's like $3. So I didn't feel that much financial pressure, but I bought that and I've been using that. You need a phone to be stable, because like balancing it on things, it's hard. So I can suggest you just find a small tripod, not a must you have this lengthy tripod. Start with what you have. Improve your lighting. It doesn't mean buy expensive ring lights. You can just improve the bulb because it's cheaper, and then you start from where you are. Yeah. So if you are someone who does content outside, it's much better, because outside it's the natural light. But if it's inside, use the cheaper tripod as you progress. Because me as I was going on, I said I'll not buy anything on YouTube before I see it making money. So I just bought like a tripod that is not expensive, so that I cannot feel that pain. Yes, you can buy expensive equipment and then you be lazy to do content. Then you start saying, I even bought a ring light, I even bought a tripod, but it's not working. It will demotivate you. So just use, or you can just improve on some few things and improvise some other things. Yes. What I can say is passion for YouTube is important, but again, there's bills to be paid, and that's now a fact. But when you have passion, I think it will push you more, so that you can now work towards the paying of the bills. Because also, if you don't have a Wi-Fi, and I said that data is very expensive, and you need to upload, and uploading, it needs data, a stable one. So you can maybe choose to let the data part be expensive and these other things be cheaper, but I improvise, you see, so that you cannot feel that much pressure. That will be a relief, or it will make your work easy. Another point, it's comparing ourselves, or small creators comparing yourselves with the bigger creators. You compare yourself to someone who has millions of subscribers. You are comparing yourselves, like I have 1,000 subscribers, 1,300 subscribers, and now I want to compare myself with someone who has 1,000,000 subscribers. That's maybe another book, like chapter 10 to that person, and I'm comparing myself to the person's chapter 10. I have not even started sentence 1. So it does not work like that. What I can just say from my experience, watch the bigger creators for inspiration, but not compare yourself to them. Because comparing yourself to them, it will mean that you see maybe they're building, they have cars, they have everything, and you're starting. And then when you do it for a month, you see it's not even paying, I've not even earned, I've not even monetized. You give up because you say, that person was lucky. It's not about luck, it's the work you put. And I said, some people, we don't see their journey, we just see the results, and then we generalize, like, YouTube is easy, I can also do it. But when you start, that's when you really know it's not easy. So it's good to compare, not really to compare yourself to bigger creators, but watch them so that you can get the inspirations. But another person said, when you're starting and it's not doing, your YouTube channel is not doing well, watch those creators, copy what they are doing. If you are in the same niche, copy what they are doing, but not exactly like even that the title and everything, but copy how they do things and try to implement in your shooting or your videos. You'll see the growth. But don't just see people's success and start saying, those who are lucky and everything, or you compare yourself and you start comparing, oh, I'll have a car, and then when it's 6 months and you have not even monetized your channel, you give up because it's not working. You think it's not working. It works, but be patient. Another point I can say is the pressure to always be consistent. I said you need to be consistent so that you can see the results. But that pressure also, the pressure of being consistent, posting consistently, that pressure is too much. It can be so stressful because you'll be thinking like you're not doing much. Also, taking breaks, you'll be seeing like you'll feel guilty for taking breaks because you want to be consistent. Being consistent, it doesn't matter, because when you're starting, I can say when you're starting, you don't have a lot of creativity. You don't you feel like you don't have a lot of content to put out, so you are you are spacing your content. You might find someone doing one content in 2 weeks, like that. But being consistent, it doesn't mean doing it daily. If I said, if you can weekly, it's better. 4 videos a month, it's better, because at least you show up weekly. And also when you need to take a break, take a break. But now if you take like posting consistently is daily, you will get burnout. And as I said, if you are working a 9-to-5 job, it will mess you up because you are tired from the work, and then you are tired from editing videos, scripting and everything. So don't feel guilty for taking breaks. Take your breaks, yes, but the consistency, it does not mean like daily or 2 times a day. It can be every week. I must make sure I have a video. Others do like a monthly. I know those are maybe big YouTubers, they do monthly, but when you're growing your audience, you don't want to take like 10 years to grow your audience. So I can say once a week is better. Yeah, so consistency doesn't mean like daily. Really, it doesn't mean like that. And it's different also for the people who don't have jobs, and for the people who are working full-time jobs, you can see. So for the people who doesn't have a job, you can do like even a week twice, like that. But for a person who has another job, like a full-time job, just do once a week, it's okay, and show up weekly. That's consistency. Another point is fear of judgment. Fear of judgment comes from now the family, your friends, the people at work, like your co-workers and everything. Fear of judgment is there because I also feel that I was feeling that pressure. But for me, because I think introversy helped me, because nobody at my work knows I do YouTube. Nobody. And I've been doing it for 2 years. No one knows I have a YouTube channel. I just told my friends, like a few friends, and then my family members, like 11 people only. For the 1,300 people that I have, 11 people are the ones who I told to subscribe. But my co-workers, they don't know I have a YouTube channel. I did that because sometimes some people are not good, like that good. But again, I said, let me just do it so that when I fail, I have not told anybody, so that I cannot feel that ashamed, you see. Because also there's that fear of judgment or fear of failing, because when you do something, I said once, there's a big mosquito there. I said once, I am a person who has been always trying things. If I see it's not working, I just give up like that, very prematurely. I give up. But I thank God, because he held my hand. Right now, for 2 years, YouTube has not been paying, and I've been there. I didn't give up on it. So fear of judgment is there. If I can say, protecting myself, I did not tell a lot of people, so that even if I fail, it will be only me. So if you want to succeed, sometimes you need to do your things like privately. If they get to know about your channel later, well and good. But if not, just do you. Don't tell other people, because maybe they will start seeing, she started YouTube a long time. Where is she now? Is it working? Did she, like that? You will have pressure and also fear, you see. So just do you. Don't worry about the people. I know worrying about people, it's there. Also, negative comments. Sometimes you do a video. When I was starting, there was someone who was always negative in my comments. Sometimes people say you don't let negative comments get into you, but it gets to you. The only thing that I did, at first I was feeling like, this person, why is he saying that? And I have not done anything wrong. If like I reached a point, of course, nobody should tell you the negative comments don't get into you. They get to you and you feel very bad. But what I learned on my own is that even if you say negative comment, like I do lifestyle comment, lifestyle content, this is my life that I'm living. It's the authentic life that I'm living. You see, it's not like I'm how do they say, it's not like I'm copying someone or I'm trying to be someone else. It's authentic. Even if you say a negative comment, this is my life. I'm not faking it because it's the real life that I'm living. So you don't know me, you don't know my struggles. Why are you saying negative things? Of course, there's that good criticism. I love that, because even on my comment, people are positive, but they criticize positively. There's that. And then there's that one person who always just wants to do like negative comments. Negative comments get to people and they make them give up. I will not say it will not get to you, it will get to you, but just think about why you started the channel. If you started it because of other people, you will give up very fast. So just know, I started this channel because of myself, because I want to better myself. Even if you say what, there's no way I can change my life right now. Even me, I cannot change my life overnight. It takes a step. Even if I want to improve my life, of course I want to improve my life right now, but I'm unable to. I will live this authentic life that I'm living until doors open, So negative comment and fear of judgment, they are there, but just know why you started the channel. Another point is slow growth feels lonely. Maybe you're seeing your channel is moving so slow and you give up because you expected it will go fast. As I said earlier, when you're starting, nobody knows you. So just do it. Give yourself, I thank also God. I can talk to those who are having a job. I thank God because I had a job. So it was like a part-time thing. It might be different for those who are doing YouTube, starting YouTube like full-time, and they're starting and they don't have anything. It will be so difficult because giving up will be maybe your only option or the easiest way to get out, you see. But for those who are having a 9-to-5 job, you can do it and give yourself, if you are working at your job for maybe 3 years, you can start and say, let me do in 3 years and see where it can go, because already you have somewhere you can get money, like a salary. But for the person who is starting from nothing, doesn't have a job and everything, it's easy for them to give up because they see the slow growth, like they are not doing anything. I want to tell you, for the person who is starting it with no other option, just do it consistently, because at least you are, maybe, I know the data part is very difficult because that's money which you don't have, but you can do it consistently and just see the growth. Even if it's 1 subscriber, see it like a progress, because it's not about perfection, it's about the progress. So if you want perfection, you will not make it, because there's not something like that perfect. It's like I can say, maybe let me use myself as an example. I want to start YouTube, but I don't want to start immediately. I want to learn about it, like you take it like a course. You want to learn the whole chapter. You want to learn editing and get like really good at editing. It doesn't work like that. The only way to improve yourself is to start and learn as you go. Start posting video. You will make mistakes at first, but you are learning, you see. Even editing, trying to be good at editing, though I'm using my phone for editing, but I'm trying even before, like I've been using my phone for editing a lot, and I've been improving every time because I see, here I can do this, here I can do this. You learn as you go, but when you wait for it to be like, to I want to be an expert before, perfection is never, it's not a good thing. I'm not saying perfectionists are bad people, no. But if you want to see progress, start as you go, so that you'll be looking behind and say, I started from nothing, but I learned on the way. And that also gives you motivation, like it motivates you to keep pushing, change everything, because I know YouTube works. I also believe that, though I'm not getting paid a lot, as I say, but I know one day the consistency and everything, one day it will be there. So the more you do it, the more people get to know you, the more the growth. But don't start and expect like immediately you will be noticed, you see. So I once said slow growth is still growth. Yeah. I think the last point I can say is some people think monetization automatically changes everything. It doesn't. It changes everything. It doesn't change everything. It just changes the your status, that it's possible you can earn money from YouTube, but it does not mean that you'll just get like $1,000, you'll get paid $100. No, it just puts you in that position where you can start earning. But now, it's not like YouTube has a salary that says end month you'll be getting paid $100. It's you to put in the effort. So don't take monetization as you've made it. Monetization is just a step to, I can say, to success, but now work on it. You see, because some people might think, if I get monetized now, I'll start earning maybe 10,000 a month. That's shillings, or let me say in USD, maybe 100 USD a month, and you just like that because you are already not monetized. It's not like a job where you have a constant salary. You have to work for the money, and it's a good thing to put the way you put on the work before monetization, put the same work after monetization, so that you can earn that money. Okay, about monetization also, YouTube, also I did a video where I said, because I'm monetized, should I quit a job? And most people were very positive and told me don't quit, because YouTube income is not consistent. And that's true. It fluctuates, because you can find someone who has like 1,000 subscribers, they earn even 100,000, and you can find someone who has a 1,000 subscribers earning very little. So it's not like it has a certain number that you'll be earning. It's you putting in the work. So when the income fluctuates, and maybe the first month you got 100,000, this month you are getting $100, like let me say, the first month you got 1,000 USD, then the second month you are getting 100 USD, you now feel like you are failing. It's not, it's not consistent. So just put in the work. Maybe later, after you have become big, it will be consistent, but again, it's not that consistent. Like if I get a thousand USD, then the next month is the same. No, but you can be going higher every time, or you can start from low as you climb, like that. But it's not like if I get this amount next month is the same. No, it's not consistent. So you should know monetization is just a step away for like from earning a lot, but without putting in the effort, you will not, because it's not consistent. And for those who like commented on my that video, thank you so much, because also you made me like, I felt like people can relate, you see. Earning from YouTube, not monthly though, but I have another job. So if I'll not earn this month, already I have a job that I'm earning monthly, so it will sustain me. So that's a good thing. Monetization does not like, don't feel like it will change everything automatically. No, you have to work hard. As I conclude, I can say I think most small YouTubers, they don't give up because they are untalented or they are not creative. I think they just give up because they are tired, they are not supported, they are not seeing the growth. But everyone is talented on YouTube. Everyone is a creator, because you can just be documenting your life and then you get paid for it. As at first I said, I was wondering why people show their lives on YouTube, and then later I came to understand that they get paid for that. So it's not like they are untalented or you're untalented. It's just that you are seeing maybe people are not supporting you and you're tired and you get few views. That's what like demoralizes or demotivates you, and you give up. Don't give up. You just do it. Just do it. I'm an example here because I said it took me 2 years to get monetized. It has been slow growth, but I was persistent. I said I'll not quit YouTube because I'm a person who always quits when it gets tough, but I didn't quit YouTube. Also, they always say behind all inactive channels on YouTube, there was once a very genuinely positive, self-driven person behind every inactive channel. Understand? Behind every inactive channel, there was once a very genuinely believing person on that channel. It's just that they didn't see the growth. Maybe they didn't see the support. They got tired like that. But when you're starting YouTube, I know you believe in it, because you cannot start something you don't believe in it. Through the way, that's where you get now tired and everything, and then you give up. But don't give up, because the more you persist, the more you will see results. But it's difficult to be patient. And someone said it should not be always about the results, it should also be about the journey. Learn from your journey. It will make you, like, you will understand where you came from, the difficulties you encountered, the hardships you encountered, how you started it. It will give you, it will motivate you to keep going. So I just want to tell you, I'm a small YouTuber. I have not made it on YouTube. I cannot say that. I cannot say that I made it on YouTube. But for the few points that I have learned over the 2 years, I just wanted to share you so that I can motivate someone, and also I can help someone who is about to give up, and tell them, please do not give up. I said I also gave up some at some point, but again I said, why did I start this channel? Why am I giving up? So I took a break, and then I came back and said, even if it's not working, let me just be putting their videos, and I think it will, because people, some more, like, many people want to see people who are consistent, and they appear regularly, so they know, oh, that person, okay, let me follow, okay, like that, and they decide to, like, subscribe by themselves. So consistency and patience are key. And also, slow growth is still growth, even if it's a one subscriber per day or one subscriber per week. It's consistency, and that's a progress. One subscriber is a progress because you didn't have the person, so you are adding to your subscribers. So guys, small YouTubers like me, or who have not even monetized, who are starting, just go through this video. It will motivate you, because all of us feel like giving up at some point, and it's not once, it's not twice, many a times we feel like giving up. Sometimes we give up, then we come back better, but, like, not bitter, but we come back better. And sometimes we just take a break and then continue, even if we're not seeing much, but we keep pushing. Even if you see a person watched for 1 minute, that's progress, because that minute you didn't have, you see. So I can just say, I might not be a good example, but I take myself as an example, because it took me longer to get monetized. So just take this advice, or you can take what fits you. But I think I've not been, like, biased, because all the ones who are trying YouTube, or who have started YouTube and have no support, we feel the same way, like all of us. If you're not having a big YouTuber who is advertising you, or who is like that, advertising you, you'll not grow that fast. And I also, sometimes I feel like growing on your own is better than being advertised, because you can be advertised. Like today, a big YouTuber says, please subscribe to somebody's Mwanzo Jules channel. Then I see 1,000 people have subscribed already, and then it goes down. You saw like the growth very fast, then it starts going down. It's very demotivating. But it's better to start growing. I'm not saying for those who are being advertised it's bad, it's still good. But for if you don't have support, just do it by your own. Slowly by slowly, you will see the growth, and it will make you also have like feel good about the journey, because you'll see, like right now I'm saying this, or I'm motivating you because I feel like I can tell you how I started, because I faced a lot. So I hope this video has really helped you. For those who are feeling like giving up, don't give up. And hope and I pray for you to not give up, because YouTube is changing a lot of lives. And I can say also it's changing mine, because I was not here 2 years ago, and right now I'm here, and I can say it's changing a lot. Even my personality is changing a little bit. Like I was like 100% introverted. I'm still an introvert, but at least I can now talk to you, or talk to a camera, motivate someone, you see. So just don't give up, continue pushing. I'm here. For those who feel like you can ask me any question, I always have my email address, my business email address, on my general description. I have my WhatsApp number, WhatsApp only, the one number. There are some people who also text me on WhatsApp, and I really appreciate. I always help them. A few people were asking me about the how to get monetized, how the process and everything, and I really appreciate. And I always answer to the best of my knowledge, because I've passed that place, like for my monetization process. That's for Kenyans, and I know how I can answer. You can ask me general questions that you think I can explain. But if I don't know, I'll just tell you I don't know, but I'll try to reason with you so that we can see how we can do it. But thank you so much for always choosing to watch my channel. I really, really appreciate. Until next time, bye bye.